Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from whatever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when the court made ruling on the case to do with the affordable housing, we have seen the Kenya Kwanza administration, led by William Samoei Ruto, getting so much annoyed, so much angry, and they reiterated with a serious, consistent attack on the judiciary. They are doing it so much religiously to threaten the judiciary. Anytime such a ruling comes out, from all the way, from the first time when the first ruling was made, they will come out and make serious attack on the judiciary. But yesterday, was it on Sunday, Pauline Njoroge, whom we have really shared a lot of her writing here on this pipeline, decided to react to that behavior of the government in terms of respond to the judiciary. And I'm telling you, in her response, she's really exposing something here. Ruto, his allies, and the cartels have been exposed. She's giving the reason why the government is angry. According to her, the reason behind affordable housing for Ruto to push for it is all about business. Ruto and his allies are in business of supply in terms of tender. They are supplying material. So when you block this program, it means you are blocking them from eating. They cannot supply. So people are in business. Remember what they told us, that the issue of affordable housing is all about creating jobs, employment for the young people in this country. But Pauline is challenging that. How do you create employment? You create employment by, number one, reducing the cost of fuel. Price of fuel should be affordable. That means you are dealing with the transportation. What about the cost of production? If you make the cost of production high, that means production will go low. But when you make cost of production affordable, that means many people will be in production. In that way, you are promoting manufacturing. Sasa angalia mambo ya stima, angalia mambo ya mafuta. If you deal with those two things, then you are creating employment. But once you are, making it so much expensive in terms of cost of production, fuel price, you are destroying employment, because there will be retrenchment of people from employment. So in that way, hakuna kazi. So this government came here, and what they are doing is to encourage importation. They are the one leading in importation. So when you are importing, that means you are destroying jobs here in Kenya. She has touched even on the issue of edible oil, ile yenye Moses Kuria alikuwa involved in. Tuko na kampuni hapa, they are producing oil. So when you are importing edible oil, telling us that it's going to be cheap, then when that product land in this country, mtungi moja mafuta sijui ilikuwa inauzwa 4,000. Unajaribu kuharibu kazi hapa Kenya. Listen to us shortly, then we are going to continue with this discussion.
The thing that we have seen has annoyed our government the most is the court ruling on affordable housing. And it has become almost very personal. The fight is almost personal. So wakienda kwa rally na kwa juu ya magari wanasema the reason they are fighting is because they want to use that program to create employment for our young people. But do you know why that is a lie? If they really cared about creating employment for our young people, vile waliingia kwa serikali, kuna vitu wangeanza kufanya. Ya kwanza ni kuensure bei ya mafuta haipandi. La pili ni kuensure that production of commodities has gone down. If you want to create employment, manufacturing is a key factor in any country in creating employment. Lakini sasa waliingia wakaanza kuimport kila kitu kutoka nje. Cartels zikashikana, cartels of friends of the president wakashikana, wakaleta mafuta. Si ndio walifanya mafuta ya kupika, they brought edible oil. What happened? Companies that produce edible oil had to fire people, had to retrench, because they can no longer afford to keep, they can no longer afford to pay employees because they are not, whatever they are producing is not being bought. So how can they be telling us they are creating employment, yet zile kampuni ziko za produce kutoka hapa nchini zinafaa kufunga ama zinafaa kureturn sababu mnaenda mnaleta kila kitu kutoka nje. Kule Mwea wakulima walikuwa wanalia, tuko na mchele yetu hapa, tumepanda, tumevuna, lakini mchele inaletwa kutoka wapi? Kutoka nje. Duty free, 200 billion with those duty free importation. Mkulima alikuwa zaidi ameajiri watu watatu wanne sababu wanapanda mchele, akahakuwafanya nini? Akahakuwa kazi. So everything they have done systematically, they have been reducing employment in this country. They have been leading to their actions have led to closing of companies retrenching, but they are telling us they are building houses. Ndio waajiri watu. And we know the reason they are very personal about that issue of affordable housing ni sababu wamejipatia supply ya hizo vitu zote zitajenga hizo nyumba. Mambo ya kimiti wao, mambo ya zile stili zitatumika ni yao. Hivyo they have given themselves all those tenders to supply for the building of those houses, of that housing project. Wakituambia ni actually employment wanataka to create. If they want to create employment in this country, let them work on the dollar so that investors can keep coming. Let them work on reducing the cost of production in this country so that different companies, manufacturing can thrive in this country, corporate industries can thrive in this country, and when they make the business environment work, we will not use them to build houses or to tax people to build houses in the name of their creating employment. If they allow the business environment to work, if they make the cost of doing business in this country, come down, then the jobs will naturally come. But sasa kutuambia ati hii nyumba ndio italeta makazi na ni wao wanajitekelezea kazi, ni hata mgani ataweza kununua nyumba for 3 million. It's all a lie, it's all manipulation.
Now we are continuing this panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much, and again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, look at that issue of affordable housing. I don't want to bring back Ruto's attack on the judiciary because we have played all those videos here. So those who have been following the channel, you all understand everything. Let us just focus on Pauline Njoroge's response. Mtu amejiuliza kwa nini Ruto is insisting that he's creating jobs for the youth through affordable housing. Is that the only way you can create jobs in a country? And will everyone be absorbed in that sector? He has been so much consistent on that and is blackmailing the youth, especially the non-skilled youth. But above all, even they are asking those who have graduated from universities and colleges to go and do a mjengo. Hiyo kazi anamwambia ya mjengo ni non-skilled labor. Mtu ya mkono. The reason behind this is all about to mislead people so they will not understand what about the issue of supplying materials. Who has those contracts? If you go and check, there's no any hustler who has got such kind of contract. Ya kusupply chuma, kusupply smiti, kusupply mawe, kusupply milango, madirisha, everything. For them, they have a way to eat. The end product is so much expensive in the market. Even private developers who do not have free land, who do not get house levy, who do not get material that is not taxed, they are selling their houses cheaper compared to this one. Wanasema wanataka mama mboga apate nyumba na vijana wapate kazi. Their main agenda here is to create an employment for themselves. And that employment is in a supply of materials. That side. I want to agree with Pauline Njoroge. Uhuru had such a program of affordable housing. He did not come to ask us for money. But he did it. The ones Ruto is launching now. But for them, their end goal is in a supply contracts. Then the issue about 1.5% inaenda wapi? Inaenda kufanya huo mjengo? Another question that they can never answer. Na kama inaenda kufanya kazi ya mjengo, mbona mtuuzie hiyo product at a very much expensive price kushinda ile hata ya private developer mwenye hajapewa chochote na serikali? And then these people have promoted Great Wall. Because everyone is giving an example of Great Wall, what they are selling, their product. Now hawajapata anything from the government. So creating employment, unless if Ruto is sick in mind, you can't create employment by making the price of fuel so much expensive. You can't create employment when Kenya Power is charging so much expensive tariff on power. That can never happen. They are buying this electricity, is it per kilowatts or what? So much, very cheap. Shilingi ni shilingi 10 ama ni 5. But when they sell it, unashanga. And they still make losses. So creating employment means encouraging people by making production cost cheap. They are overtaxing mambo ya manufacturing. Wako na double, is it even triple taxation? They tax this, that and that. Above all, bei ya stima inakuwa juu. So you cannot say that you are getting employment, unafocus kwa mjengo peke yake, unasahau mambo ya manufacturing. And you want to tell us you are the president? It's a big no. It's a big lie. So I'm seeing this government really being exposed in views of Pauline Njoroge. She has challenged, let them come out and tell us, how do you create employment when the production cost is high? How do you bring youth into employment when you make it so much expensive for companies to run their activities and make profit? If you're not making profit, you cannot run successful business. Therefore, you can't have people employed in that company. Hutakuwa na wafanyakazi. Kujenga nchi inamaanisha ruhusu watu wafanye kazi katika viwango ambao wanatengeneza faida, so that they will not have retrenchment of employees. Hata production, ukiangalia quality of the production, kama wamepunguza wafanyakazi haikuangi nzuri. So wanafanya ikwe very low, above all watu wakose kazi. So there's nothing I can add on what Pauline Njoroge has said, but that is just the reality. I don't know your views, but let us be in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.